should we do? How do you want to go about this?
All right, so let's tell it.
Because that was a very cute moment. I didn't know.
I didn't know either.
So,
and I seen him the night before. I'm like,
wait, but who were you going? Now, who were you going there with? You don't got to disclose that. But like, were you going with like one person?
I was going there with my cousin. My
up?
cousin had a friend who was supposed to go with her. It was supposed to be them two, and her friend backed out. My cousin was like, "Oh, I know it's your birthday. It's on me. Just pay for your flight."
Oh,
so
okay.
I was like, "All right, I'm done. What's the next step?"
Right.
So it was supposed to be me and her.
Oh,
and then my
okay.
family surprised me, was like, "Oh, we're going too." So
when did that happen? Like the day before, the week before?
Like a couple weeks later. Everyone decided to go. So my parents, my brother, sister.
Oh, so everybody was there.
Yes, and then
that's cute.
I know Trif had another trip he was supposed to go on, but that got canceled. I was like, "Yo, what if you come?" He's like, "Nah, I can't make it." I was like, "All right, cool. You know, I appreciate you trying, whatever." Yeah. So it was valid. So then I stopped thinking about it. It is what it is. So then I seen him the night before. I was like, I had to grab something from him. I was like, all right, yo, I'll see you later. You know, I'm enjoying my trip. He's like, yo, enjoy your trip, have fun. I was like, all right, respect.
That's cute.
Go about my business. So we get there, and I'm online with my cousin, checking in, whatever. I just got in an argument with this random dude. This is how I started my trip off with an argument. This guy.
At the airport?
No, at checking into the hotel. He was standing right behind me.
Oh, so not the same flights, nothing. So
no,
you had
no
idea.
I had no idea.
To Jamaica.
I had no idea. I'm in Jamaica now. Preparing myself mentally. As soon as I got to the resort, they said, "Here's a rum punch." I'm like, all right. I'll take it. So I'm online checking in, getting my information. This guy's behind me, like standing right on my back, no mask. I'm like, "Yo, bro, can you back up?" He says, "What? I got tested before I came in." I'm like, "I don't care. You're on my back." So me and him are going at it, and his family's pulling him away. I'm like, "Oh, this is a way to start a trip."
Right.
So I'm already hot now. So I'm just standing there. So I'm still checking in. And then I just see, now someone came up behind me. He's like, "Yo, what's up?" I'm like, "Oh, he wants to fight now." So I'm with it. I'm ready for the smoke. So I turn around, and I'm like, it was Trif and Lula, but I didn't recognize them.
Right,
I'm like,
yeah, because you wasn't looking for them.
Oh, wait, I know y'all. And then it was just a good surprise.
Oh, that's what's up. That's dope. That's dope.
Like
you just came over with some
when
energy.
When he turned me around, I was like, "Yo, what's up?"
Yeah, Trif be doing that because when he comes up to my window sometime, I be like, "Yo, Trif, let me tell you something." Because you be putting on like a different voice. It don't sound like you. Like, I don't know.
But he came with a Jamaican accent, so I'm like,
I'm
dead. I went in and I was like, "Wagwan," and then he was like, "Who are you?"
Oh, so y'all was on a different flight and everything. So that's dope.
So I was on it. So the funny thing was, so when he came to my crib, I had everything like in my. So girls, y'all different.
Here we go.
Ladies are different.
Here we go.
Y'all great at passing and everything. But y'all, sometimes I think guys think a little different. So my parents was taking us to the airport. So so our flight was like in the morning, early in the morning. So I put everything I'm with on the flight in my book bag, so it's easy to reach. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I go back in my suitcase. I get to my crib, Lou was like, "Oh, babe, my clothes are in the suitcase." I'm like, "Why?" I'm not trying to. Y'all know how much shit y'all bring on vacation. Yeah. So to fight to close that suitcase, I'm not trying to do that again until I leave the resort. Like, that's it. So she's like, "Yo, I need my stuff." So I'm like, "All right." I'm like, "Damn." So I'm taking her suitcase out. Malcom pulls up mad quick. I skirt in front of my mom's crib, and I tossed that suitcase back in the trunk and closed it mad quick. And he
and you didn't pick up on nothing?
I mean, I saw them all huddled there, but I'm like, oh,
whatever.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not thinking
so
it.
So he's like, "What's up?" I'm like, "What's good?" Like, I'm trying to see, like, what did you see?
Right.
So he ended up saying, "I see it." I'm like, "All right, bro, have a great trip, right? Cool." So yeah, we get on the flight. We get there. I actually get to Jamaica before him.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'm waiting for his brother to let me know when they get to the resort to get some Wi-Fi or whatever. So that's when we surprised them and everything. Malcom ain't gonna tell you he almost cried. By the way,
no, I didn't.
I did.
He almost cried. He
had
the most.
I didn't almost cry, but I was taken back.
Yeah,
I was like,
that's a lot.
That's mad nice of you.
Yeah,
guys. You guys like me.
So let's get out the gushy French stuff.
Dead.
Let's get out the gushy friendship stuff, and let's get into that night.
That night?
Okay.
So I think it was that night. It was night number.
It was night number 2.
All right, cool. So let's go to night number 2. Let's skip to night number 2.
This is toxic.
Night number 2. Night number 2, we went on an excursion.
Okay.
We all pretty much died, but me and Malcom somewhat get our second wind, and we're like, "Yo, let's hang out at the bar that's open till like or 3, 4 in the morning, whatever time it opens.
Tell the correct story.
So we're in the bar chilling. We're having drinks. Mm-hmm. This guy, like, you know when you're in the resort, you meet people. So we met this big guy and his wife. They were cool. Then we met this other dude, kind of built like me, but he's bigger, stocky. He's from Brooklyn, like talking.
Okay.
So he's like, yo, let's have shots. So we like, all right, fuck it. I'm like, yo, I'm already dead, so might as well just kill me off. Okay. Sure. So we just keep drinking, keep taking shots. And then so Lula hits me like, yo, I'm about to come meet y'all down there. I'm like, all right, come on. So she gets down there like, what's up, babe? I'm like, what's up? And I guess the guy from Brooklyn looks at her like, who you? Oh. Right? So I'm like, I didn't pick up on it. She said she picked up on it. So I'm like, all right.
Apparently.
So that's interesting. I would have more took it if it was like a guy coming up like, this is my scene, but a girl. I wouldn't expect that.
So apparently, what she said was, yo, the guy, he's gay. She was like, you couldn't tell first appearance, but you could tell he's gay. And I was like, she was like, just by his movements. Like, you got to pay attention to his movements. I wasn't looking that into him that deep.
Correct. He seemed like a cool guy taking shots. He was talking about girls. I'm like, all right, cool.
So this ties into what we said. This is gonna tie into what we said. Remember when we had the conversation about the gay men being aggressive?
Yes.
All right. Yeah. So we're there. We're having drinks. So I'm like, yo, I gotta go to the bathroom. So I go to the bathroom. And
wait, so she already told you this?
No, so she didn't say anything.
She picked up everything. Y'all didn't know what's going on.
So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. So I run to the bathroom. There's another gay gentleman in the bathroom, but he's like, this one you can see, he's gay. Like he's flamboyant. Like you can see. Like I was like, oh yeah, he's sugar in this tank. Okay. No offense.
Lighting his loafers.
No, we're not doing that.
Yeah, because y'all gonna get.
Yeah. Right, so, but you can see. Okay. He's gay. So, we like as I'm. It was a little uncomfortable, but I didn't. But I'm very strong in my sexuality.
Correct.
Okay.
So I'm using the bathroom, but while I'm using the bathroom,
are you at the store? You at the thingy?
I'm peeing. He's at the
urinal.
I'm in the urinal, but he's at the sink. And he's like he's talking to me, but I'm like, yeah, I kind of want to pee first, but. Cool. So I realized that he's waiting there for me. I'm like, oh, here we go. So
stop.
He's trying to spark some conversation.
So I go, I'm washing my hands, and then he's like talking to me, and then he's like, oh, where you from? Oh yeah, this that. So like asking me mad questions. And I'm like, cool. So he follows me to my table where my girl was at.
Mind you, all I do is just see Trif walking in with him talking. I'm like, oh, he made a friend.
In the bathroom. Correct.
Okay.
So he comes back to our table. He's trying to be friends with Lula. She's kind of like, yeah, I'm not really drunk enough for this. Because the way he was acting like,
he jumped on her lap and everything.
Yeah. Oh, it was a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot. And, you know.
Because she had just got there. Everybody was already drinking.
She just came back to life.
I sometimes get in that vibe and I'll be like, okay, this is too much for me.
Yeah, like I'm not here with you. I'm not ready yet. I'm not on that type of time. Yeah. So, apparently, the gay guy was with the gay guy from Brooklyn. Okay. And they were like talking to couples and trying to
get them to join.
What the gay gentleman said to
I was with me. It was me and my brother's girlfriend. The one from the bathroom came up to me and my brother's girlfriend because me and her were just talking about whatever. He said, yo, you know that couple from the other night? Because I was in the sports bar the other night. He's like, yeah, I went to their room the other night, had sex with them both. I was like, cool. Sure, and then he was like, yeah, you know, it was a lot for me, but I took it, you know, because he said, from word, this is exactly what he looked us in the face and said. He said, it was cool because my pussy's tighter than Long John's. I looked at my brother's girlfriend. I said, I literally turned around. I was like, nah, I need a shot. He looked us in the face and said,
so the one that was flamboyant was never there before?
I never seen him until
he was
night,
like somewhere else.
I remember the couple.
And then as soon as he saw you in the bathroom, he decided to join y'all party.
Yeah, because he was with the dude from Brooklyn.
He was with him, but he wasn't plotting. There the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh, so they came there.
Yeah, they came there. No,
okay.
This is it.
So, I like their energy. They said we
ground.
And y'all was just praying.
They were like, in the bushes with. Oh man, and I'm just like, what is going on?
But they was cool. They was.
So I'll say this: that night, the Brooklyn guy was cool. So See, when you're sober, you look at things from a different perspective.
Yeah, they come back different. Me and Trif was lit, so we just think it's friendly.
I mean, yeah.
His brother and Lula and his brother's girl was like, oh, y'all sitting there kikiing with them.
Yeah.
Like, and they sitting here getting y'all drunk. Y'all wake up in the morning next to them. And I'm like, no.
That was
I don't care. Time out. And I'm going to say this right here on air. I don't care how drunk I get. You will never catch me in a man's bed. Exactly. Are you out of your mind? I ain't never getting that drunk.
Never. It's impossible.
That ain't happening.
It's not impossible.
No, I know myself.
You don't know. People sprinkle.
Now, I was watching the drinks being made.
Okay.
But
just saying.
So, that was fun. I mean, it is what it is. We had a good night. We end the night.
So how'd you escape? Did you try to
escape
there's
more.
the situation?
There's more. He escaped because they happened to leave the night. They left.
Yes.
So we start seeing this guy around. So they're telling me, you know, when people like Lula's telling me everything that happened, like his interactions. I was like, I don't remember it that way, but I wasn't paying attention to him like that.
Correct.
So now the next day I see him and like if you're on the beach, he's across the beach. He like ran over. Like, hi. And I'm like, oh nah.
And now we're seeing now me and Trif like, okay, they were mad correct. He's like, I mean, it is what it is, but.
Like that. Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
So we're gonna make a long story short. We go back there
the next night,
back to the hunting grounds.
Why would y'all go there again?
It is literally the hunting grounds
because
so now it's flooded this night. Everyone's in there.
They have people to choose from.
Time out. This sounds extra gay. We went back for more.
Yeah, correct. But we didn't go back. You know, this time it wasn't just me and Trif. It was all of us. It was my brother, my sister, my cousin. And it was all of us. We in there deep at a table just like this.
So you came with the gang.
With our gang. So we in the hunting grounds where we just, we in our
You're not trying to be prey.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm not, so.
And now y'all know what's going on.
Correct.
So,
we all smoked. I'm high as hell.
Yeah. Mom, I did it, Mom.
I did, Mom. But, so we all high. We sitting at the table. Okay. We ordered food. We all just chilling. Trif is going back and forth with drinks. And then the Brooklyn dude comes to the table. Oh, he's talking. Okay. And my sister's boyfriend was like, "Yo," he already thought about it. He's like, "Yo, you're blowing minds right now," because he was being mad.
Too much.
Yeah. And my sister's boyfriend, he's just mad, chill, and calm. He's like, "Yo, I'm not gonna lie, you're blowing mine." Oh shit. And the guy was like, "Oh." And then he just went back to the bar. Panicking.
He was like, damn, mission failed here.
Yeah. Now, let's I'm going to get to the end so we can end the story. Yeah. So the guy comes back over and he's like, looks at the flamboyant guy talking to some other couple. Mm-hmm. And he's like, yo, I'm not in the mood for no drinks right now. And we're like, what do you, so I'm not playing into it anymore.
Correct. And I'm done. I'm texting.
I'm sitting there phone, and he literally looks at me and goes, you got your girl. He looks at his sister's man like, yo, you got your girl. He goes down the line, you with her, and then he doesn't mention Malcom, right? So then he's just like, so Malcolm's like this on his phone. So then he goes, yo, you see that guy right there? Like, I'm not in the mood for drinks. So his sister is playing like, what you in the mood for? And he's like, I can't say. And she's like, we're all grown here. Say it. We all grown. We all grown. She's playing into it. And then she's like, what I'm in the mood for is in liquid. So this,
mind you, I am smacked, and I'm just like not even listening to him. Whatever he's saying has nothing to do with me.
Yo, so after the smoke session, I'm sitting here like, oh my God, because to me, vagina isn't liquid, but it gets liquid. So I know what you're looking for. So then he looks. So then his sister's like, so what do you want? So say it. Be specific. Oh, really so then he goes, you see the guy right there? And they're like, yeah, why you keep saying that? He's like, he gets what he wants, and he looks at Malcom. And her sister's boyfriend and just goes, and we just start.
I heard him say something, and it got quiet, and I'm just texting, and I was like,
yo, it was quiet for like 5 seconds.
No, that's a bit aggressive.
Now, it got quiet 5 seconds and it started dying.
And he was like, I gotta be like him and take what I want. And
what? He wanted your booty. He wanted to take it.
It was so awkward for him. He was standing. He was like, and everyone started laughing. He was like, and then he ran off. Never seen him again after that.
But we tell that story.
Horny that night.
Now we just tell that story just to say, yo, it's aggressive, man. Like Because remember last time we was like, Malcolm, have you ever been approached by a man? He's like, no, I've never been approached. But to see him react.
He's seen that
episode.
Yeah, correct. And I was just like, oh, nah, this is nuts. It was nuts. It was just a crazy experience because it goes back to what Trif was saying when he was in the club and everyone just kept.
Yeah.
He wanted me and he was making sure he was doing everything in his power.
He said he wanted me.
It was just nuts.
Oh, come on. That's really uncomfortable. Yeah, that's a lot.
And it was just crazy.
That's a lot.
Malcolm also followed him on Instagram, but he doesn't tell that.
No, he didn't.
Someone listen, I did not do that.
No. Malcolm had a great trip because one of the gay entertainers also found Malcolm on Instagram and asked him what he was doing that night.
It was just a lot.
There was a lot of male attention from Malcolm Grant. I'm just going to let y'all know that now. There was a lot of male attention.
You know what's crazy? The Brooklyn dude like Trifton first and then realized Trifton was with Lula and was like, all right.
That's he was tight.
Next one.
Yeah. Oh, so you was back up.
Correct.
Yo, don't try to say
he didn't want my skinny ass. He saw Trifton was like,
yo.
Flick him. But the reason why the other dude found me on Instagram, because he found my brother too, and he just liked all our pictures, is because when you post a pic and tag like the Grand Palladium, he's just like, oh,
yeah,
like
he working at the resort?
Yeah, he was.
Yes, he was a dancer.
He was dancing in tights when they.
Oh, Michael Jackson, yes, the Michael Jackson. It was it was a crazy trip, but it was
did you have fun?
I had a great time.
Overall,
I had a great time. You know, I was in another country for my birthday. I enjoyed myself.
Right, I always like doing that.
It was just funny because we literally just talked about that on the podcast before.
To those three gentlemen, Malcolm will be probably back in there in June, so.